What's up, review and preview fans? Back at it here with another video, and tonight I want to discuss the New York Mets trading several key pieces of their baseball team. But before I dive into them, folks, make sure to check us out on all of our social media at Review and Preview Sports. We appreciate all of our fans. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that thumbs up, ring the bell for notifications, and without further ado, let's get into the meat of this video. The Mets on Saturday night traded Max Scherzer to the Texas Rangers in exchange for infield prospect Luis Angel Acuna, the brother of Ronald Acuna, younger brother. The Rangers' number 3 overall prospect now joins the Mets talent pool in AAA. This trade came one day after he expressed disappointment, Scherzer did, in the Mets trading this year's closer David Robertson, who was doing a decent job filling in for Edwin Diaz. Now, it was interesting because before this, I think I got the general conception that the Mets were selling this trade deadline when they dealt Eduardo Escobar to the LA Angels. But now we see Robertson go to the Marlins. Scherzer, the big domino, goes to the Texas Rangers. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't fully agree with what he said about Robertson to the media. I'm not going to crucify him for it. It sucks. I mean, Scherzer spent 1.5 years here in Queens. He waived his no-trade clause to complete the deal. He was there Sunday morning. The Mets will pay all but 22.5 of Scherzer's salary. And what Texas is getting in Max Scherzer, a 3-time Cy Young winner, and he'll be the first player in MLB history to earn at least $15 million from 3 organizations: the Nationals, the Mets, and now the Rangers. This year was a bit of a struggle for Max Scherzer on the mound. Had an ERA just over 4 in 19 starts, 9-4 record with 121 strikeouts. He got shelled in quite a few of his starts, even some of his wins, but it wasn't reflective of the 2-year, $86.5 million deal the Mets signed him to before 2022. You know, last year he battled injuries, but still managed to go 11-5 with a 2.29 ERA. Personally, I'll miss Max Scherzer, but this is the right decision for this baseball team, and I think they scored an awesome young prospect in Luis Angel Acuna. I'm very excited to see what he brings to the table. Moving on to the next player dealt today, the Mets traded Mark Canha, outfielder, to the Milwaukee Brewers for pitching prospect Justin Jarvis, who returns to the organization. The Mets are paying down all but the MLB minimum of $11.5 million of Canha's salary. Milwaukee will either pick up his $11.5 million option for 2024 or buy him out for $2 million. Now, Jarvis was the Crew's number 30 overall prospect. That's about as best as you're going to get for a 34-year-old that is playing part-time in your outfield. Canha's role really diminished this past season. Last year, he was an everyday left fielder. Not this year, though. In 2022, he batted .266, the year the Mets won 101 games, 13 homers, 61 RBIs. That's not bad out of your number 7 hitter. This year, however, just .245, 6 dingers, and 29 RBIs in 89 games. This is a guy who signed a 2-year, $26.5 million deal last offseason, or 2 off seasons ago, I should say. So he had an expiring contract. The Mets are not going anywhere this year. This deal made a lot of sense. And when I look at Justin Jarvis for the New York Metropolitans, Jarvis, just 23 years old. He earned a promotion recently to AAA Nashville after going 6-4 with a 3.33 earned run average in 14 starts for AA Nashville. So I'm interested to see what Jarvis can do, if he can be a potential future starter for the New York Mets. I'm not so sure, but this is all alluding to clear rebuild, and we'll see. You know, Billy Epler calls it retooling. I call it rebuilding. Now, other trade candidates. Who could be next? Is Justin Verlander next? We saw him pitch on Sunday, 5 1/3 innings. Possibly could have been his last start as a Met. Possibly not. Personally, I hope not, but I think it would be the right decision. If you're going to rebuild, you might as well do it the right way and start from scratch. You know, guys like Justin Verlander, Tommy Pham, Brooks Raley, Adam Ottavino could all be guys that are dealt before tomorrow's deadline. So I'm intrigued to see what happens with Verlander. I hear the LA Dodgers are trying to reach the asking price of Billy Epler, and we'll see if they can get it done before tomorrow's deadline. I would not be shocked if he's traded. I wouldn't be surprised if he remains a Met. But folks, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter, Anchor, YouTube, TikTok at Review and Preview. We appreciate all of your support, and we'll catch you all on the next video.